Manchester United 1-0 last night against Bournemouth. That was an important 3 points for Manchester United. We really needed that win after City's defeat. It was a horrible, horrible defeat to Man City. We really needed to make sure that we buried that defeat. And we did. It wasn't the best performance from Man United. I think everybody was well aware of that. But it was a very important win. We're live on YouTube now. How are we doing, everybody on YouTube? Sam here. MUFC Daily. Sorry, a little bit late today. Sorry, there's technical issues. Hit left, right and centre. This will be the last day where there are technical issues. From tomorrow, it's going to be flawless. Thank you all for waiting. Thank you all for your comments. Thank you all for joining in. Where are you watching us from? As always, let me know in the comments below. But let's get straight to the main topic, as you can see from the title. Unfortunately, it's not good news because Eric Bailly has suffered a serious injury. It is literally the worst news that we could have had as far as I'm concerned. Eric Bailly is the best defender we've got at the club. This is what Jose Mourinho had to say after the game. He said, "I think his injury is serious. I don't know how long he will be out for, but his is an injury that comes from the last time he went with the international team. And then we are trying a conservative treatment. But if the conservative treatment is not resulting or not working, probably he will need surgery. But let's wait a little bit more." Let me know what you think about that. You know, will Man United cope without Eric Bailly in the team? Phil Jones, he was arguably man of the match against Bournemouth. Good time for him to come back from injury. Rojo should be okay in coming back. It depends whether we play 2 or 3 at the back. If we play 2 at the back, I think we should be okay. But Eric Bailly being out with a serious injury, that is bad news for United. There's nothing worse than a chopping and changing back 4. And as I said, as far as I'm concerned, Eric Bailly is the best defender we've got at the club. So fingers crossed it's not serious, but given that Man United have tried conservative treatment already and it hasn't solved the problem, you kind of be surprised if he didn't end up having surgery on that injury. But as I said, what would you say is Man United's best starting centre-back partnership if Eric Bailly is injured? Let's go to Facebook. We've got Edu Mpapale watching from Kenya and Kiadir watching from Trinidad. Good morning to you both. We've got Chris Lau watching from England. How you doing, Chris? Ryan Savage saying your gang is here. Good morning to you, Ryan, as well. 254 live podcast from Kenya. Good morning. Kudzai from Zimbabwe. Loads and loads of reds around the world. Thank you all for joining in. But moving on from bad news about Eric Bailly, some great news. Angel Gomes. He has finally signed. He's put pen to paper on his first professional Manchester United contract. The 17-year-old, as he's turned 17, can now sign a professional contract. Other than that, he was on scholarship terms. He signed one. He's committed his future to Manchester United. And he said, "Proud moment for me signing my professional contract at Man United. Would like to thank God, my family and all the staff at the club. I look forward to the future in red." Absolutely buzzing that Gomes has signed that contract. You know, he made his first team debut last year towards the end of the season. Maybe it was the last game of the season. As a 16-year-old, came on for Wayne Rooney. Felt like a passing of the torch, an old guard coming off, a brand new guard coming on. Mourinho actually giving a 16-year-old his debut is brilliant in itself. Angel Gomes has been tearing it up with our under 18s he's still in. And with the under 19s in the UEFA Europa League or in the knockout stages, you can watch him in that. But Angel Gomes is definitely one for the future. I'm very, very excited that he has signed his Manchester United contract. Are you excited as well? How much of him have you seen? Let me know in the comments. We've got Nicholas Myers watching from Barcelona. Good morning to you. And the Great Challenge watching from Sweden. Jeff Duarte watching from Canada. Reds around the world. Always amazes me every single morning. You get Reds from Zimbabwe, Trinidad, England, Ireland, Canada, Sweden, Barcelona, everywhere. It's lovely to have you all involved. But Man United, as I said, 3 points against Bournemouth. Wasn't the best performance. I said that in my live match review last night, but it was 3 points. Arsenal dropping 2. Liverpool dropping 2. We're now 7 points clear of Arsenal and Liverpool and Spurs. And Spurs are playing City at the weekend. City right now are gone. 11 points, 15 in a row. No one can really do anything about that. But United are the only team, really, apart from Chelsea, who then lost against West Ham. Chelsea, the only team who could potentially come up behind Manchester United and then challenge City in any way, shape or form. Spurs, Liverpool and Arsenal, they're just too far behind at the moment. Nicholas Gomes saying, I love Gomes, he is a future star. He is a future star of United. If you look at Gomes coming through, Axel Tuanzebe, they both look like they can come through and make a difference. Scott McTominay, he played very well, I think, against Bournemouth. Better in the second half than the first half, but you can see that he's trying to replicate Matic. It's a perfect midfielder to play alongside, same sort of stature, same sort of physique, same sort of style to play. A little bit Carrick-esque in his style. Not that he's as good as Michael Carrick. I'm not saying he's a new Michael Carrick, X, Y, Z, but he looks like a good footballer. He's definitely improving as the season goes on. Looks a bit limited, looks more of a Darren Fletcher than a Michael Carrick type player, but well done to McTominay for his performance against Bournemouth. Comment here from Dot Star. Thank you very much, Dot. Saying we lost the title when we were 9 points ahead. It is possible. I don't know why I said thank you there. I know what you're getting out there if you're bringing back bad memories, Dot. But we was talking about, I think with 5 games left, we had 8 points, 9 points clear of City in 2011-12. We lost the title on goal difference. Nothing is done until May. Mourinho was asked last night, he said, is the title done already? If it was, I would be in Brazil right now. And it is the case. But Man United, all we can do now between the end of the season and now is win, 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 win. If we can continue winning, then we might be able to pounce when City slip. Could that happen against Spurs this weekend? Fingers crossed, but, you know, maybe if Spurs, I would say Spurs are probably the most likely team in the league to actually go and do something against City. It's a perfect game. Let's see what happens there. 5:30 Friday on Saturday night. I'll be watching that. But yeah, the bad news is Bailly is out for a long period by the sounds of it. He's got a serious injury, whether that leads to surgery. Mourinho doesn't know at the moment, but it sounds like it could be. Who would you start at centre-back? Who would you say are centre-backs without Eric Bailly in for the season? Is it Jones and Rojo? Jones and Lindelof? Jones and Smalling? No Jones at all. Smalling and Lindelof. Smalling and Rojo. Let me know in the comments. And we had a comment from Kevin Govender. Thank you for Kevin. Asking my opinion on who I think Man United need in January or the summer. I think what's abundantly clear is that the prerogative this summer is not signing an individual player. It's signing somebody to solve a problem we have in the squad. And the problem we have right now is we are too reliant on Paul Pogba. Whoever that player is that can come in and change that, that's the player we need. Is that Mesut Ozil? Is that Antoine Griezmann? Is that Paulo Dybala? Is that a different central midfielder? I don't know who that player is. So let me know who you think in the comments. But the most important thing that we need to do is build a squad that is not as reliant on Paul Pogba. If we can do that, then we can challenge for everything. I think we are challenging this year in the Champions League at least. We've got Sevilla coming up in the round of 16. Can't wait for that in February. Going to be a great trip to Spain. Need to book that actually. City are just on a different level than anybody's ever seen in the Premier League. And we're the only team within relative touching distance, 11 points. But if City can draw or lose against Spurs on Saturday and United can win, I think we're playing West Brom on Sunday, that's 2 points. That could be under 10 points, the gap. I'm not writing it off yet, but something phenomenal would have to happen this season for City's to be overhauled. We know that. But miracles sometimes happen. Thank you all for joining in MUFC Daily. Sorry it's a little bit late. Sorry for technical issues. As I said, we're going to try and resolve everything so that tomorrow we run smoothly. Thank you all for joining in. If you're live on Facebook, make sure you like the page. Share this with other Reds. Get them involved. If you're on YouTube and you're new, drop a subscribe down there. And we'll see you tomorrow morning. Take it easy.